is time for a new YouTube series. This is day one of making the most amazing Jeep of all times. I'm not stopping any of my other projects, but I figured this is gonna make enough content of its own for its own series. A lot of you guys have known that I've had this Jeep sitting around for, I don't know, 3 or more months now. I guess I should start by letting you guys know what it is, what's going on with it, and what my plans for it are. This is a 1989 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. It's a 2-door, it's on a 4.5-inch lift, it's got a custom front and rear bumper, and it's not running too great. Let's hop in real quick and see if it'll crank over. It did start. That's a good sign. I really wasn't too sure if that would actually start or not, but it's actually started the last 3 or 4 times that I've started it, or tried to start it. Obviously, it started the last 4 times I've started it, but all right. Get the 4.0 inline 6 engine reveal. First thing you're gonna notice as soon as I open this, the hood's blue. The rest of this is not blue. As far as my future plans with this thing go, I would love to restore the entire Jeep back to this original blue color and strip down all of this rugged black paint and restore it back to the chrome. Other than that, I don't want to make this thing fully restored back to stock. I'd still like some big bumpers, lift and wheels and all of that, but looks-wise, paint-wise, let's bring it back to factory look. Let's take an actual peek at what is going on. First of all, for an 89, there is way too much wiring nonsense going on in here. We've got a snorkel attached to the firewall, hoses everywhere that shouldn't be there, and who really knows what half of this contraption is? I don't. But I'll figure it out. Now, we can try to take a little peek at this with the engine open, and even though I don't really know what I'm looking for, I'm gonna kind of point a few things out here. First off, on all these old engines, we got our throttle body, which is nice because we can straight right here from the engine. Always feels a little bit sketchy, but now, as far as I'm aware, this alternator needs to be replaced because this thing seems to die out pretty easily under any excessive power. Also, it needed a jump start last week. It ran on the jumpers for close to 45 minutes maybe, and I think that it's holding on to that power. Then again, I kind of really think this alternator is working, and I'm just going off the word of a couple of my buddies. Other than that, it's shooting some oil vapor up and out of this valve area here, which is leading right into the air box. I've got to figure out how to either fix the problem as a whole or install an oil catch pan. Now that we've got a slight understanding of what's going on with this thing, let's take a little look around. We've got our 4.5-inch lift right here with quick disconnect sway bar. I believe that's what that's called. Currently riding on some 33-inch tires. Nothing too crazy. Got the fenders cut back a little bit. As we look under here,
We've got a Borla exhaust, and everything is looking pretty clean for the most part. No excessive rust, no buildup of anything. It's looking pretty good.
One of my favorite things about this body style is these little windows. They just pop open on the front and on the back. We've got a custom rear bumper. Everything else is about the same. It's missing the rear glass, so we'll need to replace that. But the glass is all intact in the rest of the vehicle. Both doors are detached at some point, so the wiring is not hooked up, and I can't close this window. I managed to just pull that window up, but no luck with this one. As we get a look inside here, first we can see that original blue paint color again. And nice feature on here is how long these doors are. There's so much door space right here. Inside is definitely going to be a project. While this is a really cool interior, I'd like to bring that roof back to an original headliner. For the most part, this interior is really, really mint. I'm no mechanic, but I have had one of these Jeeps in the past. It was a 2000 Jeep Cherokee Sport. It was a 4-door, but pretty much the same vehicle, same engine, same overall concept. So I have a little bit of experience working on this, and I'm excited to hop into another one. I'm pretty skeptical, but a couple of my buddies have said that this alternator needs to be replaced, so I ordered an alternator. This is something I do really think that I can get in myself, so I'm really just going to dive right into this. Our alternator is right down there. For anybody who doesn't really know much about cars, what an alternator does is it spins and sends extra power back to the battery so that the battery can stay charged up to handle your lights and all your extra power and starting the car and all of that. So if your alternator goes, your lights might go, all your power might go, and your car might not start. First thing I'm going to need to figure out is how to get to this alternator. Either coming in from the top, the bottom, or pulling this grill off and coming in from the front. I'm going to take a look from the bottom real quick first, just in case that seems easier. This is lifted, so that gives me an advantage. Right here, under the car, we've got pretty decent access to this alternator. I will say, out of all the things under here, that definitely does not look the oldest. And I'm still pretty doubtful that this is going to make much of a difference. I don't have a voltage meter, and that would tell me right away whether I need to replace this or not, but it also looks simple enough. We're going to start unbolting this, pop it out.
My phone died, but I was able to get this one bolt out.
After pulling this bolt out, I figured I didn't really actually have enough room here, so I started pulling apart the entire front end. We've got everything sitting out now, and I still don't really have full access to what I need to, but this is a start. And while I go through here, I'm just going to replace anything and everything that I really need to, down to the fact that there's a couple missing screws. Some of them are rusted out. Anything like that, I'm going to find the new one and rebuild it so that when this all goes back together, it looks perfect. Well, that'll be the end of today's first edition of working on the Jeep. There will be lots more to come. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, if you have any suggestions or anything, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.